Timothy Spall.
He has had a great year too, Timmy.
He certainly has, one of the G-grade legends. Now, old Melburnians have got a couple of possessions here, and they're look like they're...
Just noticed Chris McMahon walking in, who obviously was available to be selected, but made himself unavailable. So he took a stance on principle, and it's good to see a young man with principles.
It is good to see a young man with principles.
It's better to see a woman with no morals.
You're a married man, Michael Lynch. I certainly hope you're talking from memory only. Up over they go and out the back, and the man that Kegger mentioned, Fee, gets it out there, and Brendan Geary, the solicitor, the legal Eagle Geary, takes the mark in the back pocket. No, he's starting his own firm of Geary and Geary. Now they go in there. Oh, Jones. Oh, they're gang tackling again. That'll be enough out of you, Benny Corelli. Now to Haddad. Play on Peloso. Oh, go over the top. Yes, the kick's there.
I think the floodgates are opening.
And the Garlas Pimenti football is flowing here as the kick is a bit wide. The two-pronged attack to Carney, snaps on the left. And it's out on the right, I should say, from the left forward pocket. Mick Lynch, comments?
Well, OMs haven't given in yet. They're still contesting hard, but you just look at the way North are using the ball, and you'd have to say it's going to be a North victory.
At this stage, we would have to agree on that as the big fella, Rosie, takes the mark. And won't he love to hear his name up in lights tonight? Kicks into the centre there, and 51 drops what he probably could have taken. Absolutely hot on. No, that's Roddy Gale. Looks a bit of the way Ashton and Gale look alike. They go in there. Look at this. Look at this. Jones. What was that, Johnny?
Didn't go hard enough, Mick Garino.
Oh, cool. Well, that'll be enough out of that. Thanks, John. As the choo-choo train. Benny, have you had a ride on the train today?
No, but I think I couldn't even beat it if I ran.
Ain't that the truth? Now, the kick from old Melburnians goes out. Mitchell and Fee run down the grey ghost there, number 53.
Yeah, he needs a Grecian 2000, I think.
B. Crump.
Ex-old Scotch footballer, John.
Ex-old Scotchy, and he's gone to old Melburnians. Well, got the same socks on.
Well, that's
Rio goes up. Again, palms it down. All old Melburnians at this stage. Guy Irvine in the van, and he sees it over the line, and
Out of bounds.
well done, JT. No, Mick Lynch.
the change here, Dom. Mick Gravino off and Captain Smith on.
As we wave to Kathy Haratzis in the crowd down there. Captain Schmidt back on. Well, someone's got to hold the cup aloft at the end of the game. Oh, it's a flying snap, and that's a great goal.
I want to be careful here, Norfolk. They've had a good quarter so far, but I mean, if they don't come in really with a 4-goal lead as Ardo wanted, I think he'll be very disappointed.
Well, 2 goals to old Melburnians, as yet unanswered by the old boys. And on the Terrace Hotel scoreboard, North Old Boys remain on 9-8-62, and old Melburnians go to 6-5-41. 21 points of difference, Johnny. What do you think?
Oh, I think Knobs have just put the brake on a minute, Dom. They're going to have to get it out, I think. But we'll get one now.
Oh, and Captain Schmitty can collect it after the game. It goes down to Pierre Haddad. Now he's looking for somewhere to give it to. TJ in the van. No. Just falling down a little bit at times there in that... yes.
Reminiscent of 91, that pass to TJ then, when he was in the seniors and just couldn't take that mark and would have won us the game.
Well, that's history. We don't want to bring up those awful nightmares that we've all had about that game over the years. Here now, in there. Big Chrissy Lambro throws his frame on the ball. Oh, McAuliffe there goes through the legs, and 51 there for old Melburnians, runs it through the centre. Benny Corelli.
They're running OMs. I think I'm a bit concerned at the moment.
Showing some concern there, but a good tackle and really fighting in for the ball is North Old Boys. Terry Fee's at the bottom of the pack, where he's been all day since he's come on the ground, and it'll be a ball up deep inside the old Melburnians forward line. More of a selection to look at out there. The old boys doing well across half-back and centre, winning a lot of the ball there as Dean Goodyear got shoved aside. Don't worry about what I just said. Now, over the back. Old Melburnians again tackled and maybe high, and that's the way the umpire saw it, although he slipped into that tackle, I would have thought. And old Melburnians now, Michael, with a chance to post their third goal.
It's 16-minute mark of the third quarter as the OM player lines up for a goal after a free kick. Dubious one at that. I believe he ducked into it. Number 34, I think it's Anastakis once again. Off the side of his boot. And it's out of bounds on the full. I think Jamie G will take it in the back pocket.
You familiar with the players?
Oh, I was struggling on that occasion. Here he goes. Out to the half-back flank. Brazil knocks it on. Rodney Gale across to Dick Little. Dick Little looking for Lambrou. Lambrou, use your strength once you pick it up. And it's gone out of bounds.
That should be a titanic struggle up there between Lambrou and Rose, the two of them man mountains. I see Leo Toner there in the crowd having a look at the game. One of my guns this year in the G's. The kick anyway. Goes down to the half-back line and standing in the way again, Dickie Little.
Good game, Dick Little.
Yeah, he's had a good game, Benny, that's right. Now he brings the ball back up into the forward line. Oh, Lambrou went up solidly. Captain Schmidt getting a lot of kicks to Carney. He could have been infringed there, I would have thought. If you pay him down one end, you've got to pay him down the other. Well, almost an intercept there by North Old Boys, but it's another free kick there to Old Melburnians. Very tidy indeed, JT.
Quite happy with that, Dom.
Yes. And the kick goes out to the wing. Up there was Brazil. Rove there beautifully by Kennedy. He gets it into McAuliffe. Runs his full 10, if not 11. Goes long into the forward line and out the back though. Theodore Roosevelt has got the ball. Kicks it out to the running Old Melburnian player. Dun 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 dun. Hits it over the top. Jones running him down. Roddy Gale there with a chance. Oh, and yes, almost got it. Jones still got 51 there for Old Melburnians as Jones tries to leg him. He runs in. A tired-looking kick there off his left foot. That's over the line.
And out of bounds on the full. That was Maranovic.
The son of again.
Goal hungry.
Goal hungry. And that was out on the full, as was Johnny Teeny all weekend on the West Coburg footy trip.
No, sorry. He wasn't out in the full. He was out in the piss.
Exactly.
That's a great effort by Steve Brazil.
The rubber man takes a grab. Steve Brazil, JT, your comments?
Oh, he's just exceptional, Dom. A great footballer. Shame he didn't play all year in the ones.
Yes, injuries kept him out too. Now Mitchell. A little chip over the top to Geary. Calls of hold it, hold it. He now goes back. He goes back and now goes long on that right foot as he goes up there the ground. Jones, no. Caught out of position.
Son of former Brownlow medalist.
And the son of a Brownlow medalist, James, now Old Melburnians throwing the ball around. They're trying anything and everything to get back into this game. Up over the top. Brazil, though.
A rubber man.
Safe. Gets it over the top there to Roddy Gale. It'll beat Roddy over the boundary line and
Out of bounds.
good call, Mick Lynch. Well, the game poised with the North Old Boys having a 21-point lead. That's still a good break. And they'll come home with what breeze there is left in this game. Another good tackle there and a smother by Rod Gale. Well done. Danny Kennedy
Well done, Madman.
had a lot of possession since he's come on. Dick Little kicks long towards the Lambrou direction. Haddad and Captain Schmidt in there. 46 though. TJ backing back. Gutsy play. Big Rosie has a bounce. Now goes on the right foot, cross the centre of the ground, straight to Mitchell. Not good play, son. Mitchell plays on. Ooh, not a good handball. Terry Fido gives it back to him. Mitchell wobbles a kick up,
Schmidt.
and the captain Schmidt, captain of the side, affectionately known as Sergeant, takes a mark.
Of course, I'm the vice captain of the team.
Yes, and you're up here in the commentary box, Betty. Now he goes to the low one, and it's a beauty. And it found that huge chest of Dean Goodyear's, JT.
He's just bulked up too much, Dom. I think the boys have got to stop taking them tablets he's been on.
I think the distance might be a bit far here for Dean, but I hope he goes close.
Well, he'll go close, Benny, because he's kicking in that direction. Dean Goodyear comes in on the right, unloads with a nice-looking kick into the breeze. Up they go. No one down. The Rovers not been around today in the forward line for the Old Boys. McAuliffe working very hard. Good bit of play to Peloso. Peloso has a flying snap. That's a good-looking kick. Ooh, it's palmed through. Palmed through there and...
First score for a while for North Old Boys.
Yes, on the Sperling formal hire scoreboard, North Old Boys 9-9-63 to Old Melburnians 6-5-41. As we wave to the crowd.
Bit of rain coming down too.
Yeah, so that might make it more difficult for the OMs to get back into it. 22 lead deficiency they have to make up at the moment. Dickie Little, good play. Out there, Danny Kennedy picking up a bag of possession since he's come on the ground. Yeah, a little bit short, co-commentators mentioned. Mick Lynch.
Yeah, I think on a few occasions they've just gone too short, and as you can see here now, OM's going direct at goal, going along. Especially on a big ground like this, grand final football.
I agree, they are going too short, but I think they have to, really, because the OM's got the height advantage all over the ground.
Well, conflicting comments there as conflicting comments by my co-commentators. I suppose, JT, your comments on the state of play?
I always go long at Elsternwick, Dom. You must.
Well,
Unwritten rule of football.
from an experienced campaigner, go long is the call. Theodore lurking. It's a nice mongrel kick. Worthy of a goal. And has got one. Well, that's a sausage roll there for Old Melburnians. So they're well in this game. They're staying with the Old Boys, who threatened to bust the game wide open there earlier this quarter.
Somebody's coming off for OMs. I don't know who it is. Can you pick that up, please, Jex?
I think it is Anastakis.
That's Anastakis Onassis coming off, limping.
He's got a heavily bandaged left knee there.
And coming on 32, Michael.
I'm just looking up the footy record. Webb, vice-captain. Oh,
Yeah. Another vice-captain off the ground. Now, at the bounce, up they go. Brazil in there. Jones, being held without the ball, and will get the resultant free kick.
Should go long here to Pico.
That's the call. Now, get the ball back quickly, they're saying, and go long to PK.
They've got the hole covered.
They've got all holes covered.
Sounds like the weekend.
John Teedy, your comments on that?
Just good ploy, that, getting all the holes covered.
Exactly. They go in there. Captain Schmidt's handball out to the running half-backs of Old Melburnians.
You've got to get cleaned up here, Kennedy.
Running around in circles there, Old Melburnians players. Danny Kennedy not knowing where the ball was on that occasion.
kept in for Brazil.
Go rubber, man.
Now Brazil spots the players free. Jones on the right foot goes long.
Great kick.
Looking up there to McElroy. Couldn't quite take it. Running
Goody
through
in
there.
The body.
The body Goodyear goes on the left and...
Two white calicos.
That's the one. Your call, Johnny?
Two white calicos for that kick for the young powerhouse winger.
That's right. Dean the body Goodyear has done a great job there. Mick Lynch, your comments?
It's just great running play, and the way Brazil centred the ball to Jones, all that experience, talk, maturity in their football.
Do you think a bit of ability might have helped?
Oh, just a tad.
All right, Ben Corelli.
As I was saying before, you've got to go long at Elsternwick.
Yeah, well done, Betty. Knobs 10-9-69. There's a big number for us. Old Melburnians 7-5-47.
Yes, sounds like the weekend again on that number.
The centre bounce. Well, we'll get your score in a minute, Johnny.
That penalised Lambert for getting into the centre too early.
His enthusiasm. Now OMs go long in the forward line. Punchdo. It's been claimed as a mark. Play-on's the call as they gang pounce upon him. Settle down.
Yeah, North Old Boys have to hold on to this lead or hopefully increase it. Only about 4 or 5 minutes to go. So.
Yes, well, maybe if that Lightning were at the 25-minute mark of the game, a shocking bounce by umpire White Maggot, but coming through like a steam train. Is that the young James boy, Lynch? No, it's not.
Don't give him any credit at all.
No,
Next Carlton under-19s player, I think that's his brother.
no, it's his brother who's still with the Blues. Then no, sacked. All right. And JT, the young kid's having a good time in the Magic Mountain over there.
Well, I was over there at half time, Dom. I had a ball.
Just a one.
Yeah.
Out of bounds on the full is the resultant kick, and the Old Boys and actually someone must have given away one of our commentator secrets at half time. Benny, I was approached by the trainers asking me.
Yeah, so look, I did mention to the girls that they should have a look at the second quarter video very closely.
Well, you know the rule, Benny. Don't give away any commentary secrets until after the game.
I didn't. I just told them to have a look at it.
JT, your comments on our trainers, Tanya and Jody?
Yes, very good professional.
Professionals. You're calling them professionals?
Yeah, that's right, Dom. No, they do a good job.
Right, the body Goodyear. butters up well with a lovely kick. Kennedy, shoved in the back, but the umpire says no. Now off the ground, Dickie Little. Valuable meterage for his side there.
Oh, yeah, we're in here like Errol.
Errol Flynn on the ground for North Old Boys. Pierre couldn't quite get the ball out in enough time there. Big tackle there laid on by Lambro. Captain Schmidt. Oh, in at Lambro's feet. He butters it. Oh, and he's getting tackled without it and gets the free kick. Mick Lynch, I'm getting too excited here. Take it away.
Thanks, Dom. We're all getting excited here. What's that crease in your pants, Ben Carolli? Must be an OM girl going past. Lambro short passes. Danny Kennedy comes down, takes it on his chest on the 45-metre line.
Danny Kennedy will not make it.
I think he fancies himself, but yeah, I doubt if he'll make the distance. The bop connection, yes. McAuliffe takes the mark.
McAuliffe will definitely make the difference.
McAuliffe will make the distance, says Ben Carolli.
This would be his 1,897,000th possession at the moment.
Yes, he has played a good game, we have to agree. He lines it up, very important kick at the 27.5-minute mark of the third quarter. He goes bang. No, just a fraction offline and through for a point. Sees North Old Boys increase the lead to 23 points. A siren about to go any time now. Perone still waving to his fans in the crowd.
That was Leo Toner, one of my guns.
Perone's like a Rex Hunt. He talks more about the people at the ground than the actual game. Mitchell goes straight at it again. It's the only way he knows. The old Faulkner boy plays it tough. Dick Little handball to TJ. Another handball. Oh, a bit slow. Good tackle. OM's. Go Dick. Chasing after hard. Terry Feeb. Usually. Oh, a bit high, umpire. TJ takes a good mark. The half-back flank.
Jones or Fee?
There's plenty of calls here at this stage.
The record holder.
Just chips it all, a bit up high. Smitty. Pay the mark. Oh, he's played the advantage. There goes Mitch. Looking for PK. PK. Oh, it was almost. He's on the rebound. To McAuliffe. Gets on his. He refers his right. Barney Pelosso. It's a goal! The Bob's connection again. They've taken over today. And there's the three-quarter time sign. It scores on 11-10-76 to 7-5-47.
Yeah, great quarter.
Well, that was a lovely way to finish the quarter there by the Old Boys Lightning. Ben, your comments?
Well, they had a bit of a difficult patch here at the 20-minute mark, but what a great comeback it was. And those two last goals, I think, might be enough to get them over the line.
Yes, well, Benny, you better get down in your roving reporter status. And at three-quarter time, as we pan around the ground, as supporters stream on to hear the coach's final comments for season 1994. North Old Boys and Old Melburnians. What will Coach Arthurson have to say at this point in time? Well, we'll tell you at the start of the final quarter, coming up very soon.
Come on, boys.
Come on, we don't give in now.
Jamie, keep working, fellas.
Nothing, yeah. Let me Zocco go to that pocket, forward pocket. Tony McCall is going to spell for 10. What do we do? Wayne Ashton's a half-back flank. Wayne, come on. Come on, Wayne. Come on, Wayne. Fresh legs. Run the ball. Come on, we're being... Come on. Come on. Come on. One quarter, go. Listen in. Back line's Irvine, G Little. Terrific, Jamie. Terrific quarter of footy. Well done, Jamie. Half-backs Ashton, Fee, Gale. Centre line Goodyear, Jones, Geary. Half-forward Haddad, Lambro, Kennedy. Forward line Zocco, Carney, Smitty. Rucks, Brazil, Mitchell and Barney. Interchange at the moment with McAuliffe, McElroy, Greener and Borello. This game is not finished yet. Come on. Once again, they showed us that they'll bounce back. We got 5 up and then they got 2 back on us. So don't think for a minute they're not going to bounce back again. The bruise means absolutely nothing. It keeps dropping. It's not worth a pinch of shit to us. We have got to work hard for 28 more minutes.
The hardest work all year.
And then the spoils come to you in 28 minutes' time and not a minute earlier.
Let's go, Nobs.
Forget it,
Not a minute earlier. We're here to win a game of footy, and it doesn't finish until about 1:45. And we do not let up until 1:45. I don't care if we're 4 up. We have got to keep going. This first bounce, get it out and get the first goal.
Come on.
And break their spirit, because I'll bounce back. Come on! And if you get 5 up or 6 up, they will come back at you again. You've got some good footballers. They will bounce back and they can kick good goals. They've proved that. So don't for 1 second think this grand final is won at 3/4 time.
No way.
And don't let yourself down now by dropping off.
Come on.
We're here to win a flag. It's 4 quarters of footy and we don't stop until the 4 quarters are played out.
Finish it off.
30 minutes to go. Responsibility is all yours. I can't do any more than make a couple of changes on the field. The rest of it's yours. And if you're not committed enough for the next 28 minutes, the game will slip away.
Come too far. Come on.
Come too far. The beers taste a hell of a lot better when you're winning. Come on. One more quarter. Come on.
Righto, Jackson. Well, here we are, folks. Back for the last quarter. Benny, 3/4 time speech.
Oh, it's very inspirational. We got, had I think Zocco's on and Ashton's on for his first run.
Right, at the bounce. We'll come back to that. Brazil gets it down. Kennedy in there fighting like a terrier at the bottom of the pack. And it's going to be a ball up. Mick Lynch.
Some great words of wisdom there from Coach Hutherson. The beers always taste better after you win.
A hell of a lot better, I think he said.
It always gets back to the common denominator, alcohol. Now.
And women.
Now. In that order, Johnny?
Well, one alludes to the other, Dom, obviously.
Righto.
And special thanks to our cameraman today. He's done a great job. We haven't seen the video yet, but we're sure it's a great job.
Yes. Malcolm from, what's it called? AV Video Productions. For all your video productions, ring Malcolm. Now.
Mitzvahs and weddings.
Discounts for circumcisions. Right. Now.
10%.
Oh, a big tackle there. Run, Seattle. Be a great tackle from the young kid. Only 18 years old, but he'll come on a bit.
Loves a bet too, Pierre, then.
Yes, well, now. The flying Pierre Haddad. Pierre Lescaut. Oh, over the top of the pack. Chrissy Lambro, though. Butters up well now. Pushing North Old Boys forward.
Great shit.
Big, Geary. Geary just wanted that ball so hard. Mick Lynch.
Oh, we enjoyed that from here.
Oh, that was a thrust and 3/4, John Teeney.
Oh, sensational bump from the young kid from the lawyer, I think he is, isn't he, Dom?
Here goes the runner.
Sensational.
Right, the runner O'Connor's out there running, well, he's running as fast as he possibly can. Well done, Pearly. At the centre bounce up they go in there. Peloso. Oh, in there hard again was Jones, I think, the Jones boy. Looking for the Australian captaincy this year, but he wasn't given it. Jones then this year, was he, Johnny?
Yeah, he's a bit unlucky with the captaincy this year, Jones, but he's done well today. He's played very well, shown his true class.
All right, at the bounce. They go in. Jones is in there again. However, the ponytailed one streaks out of halfback on the left and goes up. Body in front was right.
The kid again.
The boy,
Record holder.
the Fee boy is in there at the bottom.
It's a really good work there from Fee. I mean, he had about 4 or 5 inches on him, and that's Fee I'm talking about, but he still won the contest.
I was going to say, Betty, I think the Rose boy would be a bit ashamed if he dropped his pants. Anyway, up they go. Brazil again in there to Deacon Little. Played a great game. Got dumped after the play. Jones in there again. And Dean Goodyear.
The umpire swallowed the whistle. It's good to see in the last quarter of the grand final.
That's it. And Dean Goodyear's paddled the ball out of bounds for another throw-in on the North Old Boys half-forward line. Now, out to Peloso. Not quite getting rid of it in enough time as he hits the ground. Chrissy Lambro a kick. A kick against Chrissy Lambro, I should say. And Roddy Gale. Oh, umpire, you can't come in from the side. That's rubbish, umpire. You are off. You're off, umpire, is the call from the crowd. Now, up they go up there. Oh, he took his eyes off the ball there. Gee, there. Oh, tackles for the 3rd time in succession. Doing a great job as it's all stacks on the mill there. Well, Mick Lynch, this sort of play with no score obviously suiting us at the moment.
Of course it is, Dom, when you're in front. It's been the last quarter of a grand final. We should go through the players here that were unfortunate not to be selected. We haven't made mention of them as yet.
Lynch,
Lynch, Perrone, and of course Vice-Captain Corelli. Well, we'll come back to that at the moment. We'll go on with the game. Pelosso, another handball to Sergeant Schmidt. Runs inside. Kicks into an OM's player. And they've got the advantage.
Rubber man.
Brazil flew high. Both hands on it. The umpire refused to pay it. Back over to GI. Hugs the boundary line. Barney Pelosso in front. Always working hard. The bottom of the pack. And the umpire will call for it and ball it in. Throw it up. So the players that miss out were O'Farrell, Kemp, Chris Collins, Steve McGuinness, Mickey Lay, Joe Bajaya and Sean Tretton, and of course Phil O'Dwyer. Now to those players, it's disappointing they weren't selected, but it's unfortunate, and I think Coach Arthurson will be very pleased with the result if we get a win, regardless.
Benny Corelli just asked if any of them are here watching the game today. Mick, we know they are, Benny. We know they are. You're here and you weren't picked.
It'll be tough at the ball, isn't it?
Oh, Schmidt head down over the ball. Over the ground to PK. Into an open goal. Bang! Shut the gate.
That's the TS, the sealer.
That's the TS.
Brendan Geary that time ran onto the ball, kicked it forwards. PK all on his own, put it through. That's it. It's all over. The fat lady is now singing. I'll hand you back to her.
Thanks, Mick Lynch. Fat I can put up with, but lady, that's a bit of a problem.
Start singing for her.
Oh, sole mio. Righto, now. Out they come, yep. Yep. I think Pat Finelli's tapped the barrel already in preparation for this afternoon's activities. It'll be half empty by the time we get back to Brunswick. And on the Cotties and Preston Motors combined scoreboard, we have North Isle Boys 12-10-82. Looks to be a good enough lead for mine against Old Melburnians 7-5-47. Benny Corelli.
Well, it is all over, as you said. A great effort by North Isle Boys. Haven't had a grand final for since 1983, and it's just what the club needs. I think we're going to go on to bigger and better things next year.
Right, Benny. Well done, son. However, number 12 for Old Melburnians. They won't lie down. That was the James boy. They come out of the centre. Over the top they go, looking for Rovers. None there except GI, out to the safe hands of Rod Gale. Now Gale, a good kick into the ground there. Oh, Mitch, the ball bouncing the Old Boys' way now as he lollies it up into the ground. But there's 3 Old Boys in there getting the ball out. Old Melburnians though go forward. A spilt mark, swooping on the ball there. Handball over the top, and this will be an answering goal. And it is. And Old Melburnians have popped that one through. Johnny Tooney?
Yeah, I still think Knobs will win by about 8 or 9, Dom. I can't see this other mob come back. They are too soft.
Change here. OMs are making a change. I can't quite pick that bloke up. It's got long hair. It's got long hair, so he's coming off, and 54's coming on.
Yes, well, the bloke with the long hair's come off, and the short hair's gone on. I. Patterson.
And that's the last you'll hear of him.
Good on you, Pato, at the centre bounce. A nothing contest there it was. They go in hard, the Jones boys in there. Brazil, though, gets a boot to it. Oh, almost taking a mark on the ground there was Gravina. However, Gravina's on the bench, is he? Well, that's a good effort by Mickey Gravina to be taking that mark out there then. Into the forward line it goes, and another mark to the Old Melburnians. Lovechild. No, he's going to be brought back.
Bruno Conti going out to send some water. Hasn't he done a great job throughout this finals campaign with the water bottle?
Bruno's exceptionally talented with that water bottle. He's captain of the club.
Guess who's got the ball, Dom?
Branchflower?
No, the other bloke.
Sprout? Moronovic. Well, it's been pretty easy to call these guys today. Only the 2 of them have been getting the ball on the forward line. Johnny Tooney, a change?
He's taking Kennedy off and bringing Gravina on. I don't know about that one, but he might be a bit tired, young Danny Kennedy, I think.
Oh, hang on.
But Gravina can go.
Decision by the umpire there. 2 players contesting for the mark. OM's in front, North Old Boys behind, and he's paid a joint grab, a joint mark. As a result, he's going to bounce the ball. And in front, Brazil gets a big knockout towards the boundary line, and who's there but Terry Fee. Goes towards centre wing. Here goes Gravina. He'll go hard at the ball. And he's still got it in front of him. Run the ball out of bounds. Centre wing, 8.5 minutes into the last quarter. North Old Boys 29 points in front. Lambrew doing the ruck work on this occasion. Gets in front, uses his strength. Hasn't got possession of the ball. It's been tackled. TJ will knock it up to Mitchell. Too high. Umpire called play on, can you believe it? And then he plays in the back to OMs. Another dubious decision by the White Maggots. Goes to the half forward. Brazil pushed out of it. And Rose takes a big strong mark. Half forward flank. Goes long. But TJ telling mark. Handballs to Jamie G, I believe. And Pierre takes the mark but is penalised for in the back. Rugby passes it back. Lebanese style. He's centering it in the back again to Brazil. They're just launching themselves off Brazil's shoulders. Oh. It's a goal to OMs. They won't lay down and die. They're putting up a real fight. It's what the spectators came to see, not what we came to see.
We came to see shellacking.
We still want the shellacking. But we wish OMs all the best in today's senior grand final. They're the lesser of two evils, I'm afraid.
Well, Mick, as we see, that margin's now down at 23 points, Benny.
Yeah, Dave Arfson warned them not to relax at any stage in this last quarter, and I think that's what they've done a bit here. So let's see what happens in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, it's been the flow of the game that.
Mind you, we relaxed in the commentary box here too.
We certainly have. The game's gone in flows of different sides. Oh my God, I've just been distracted. However, I'm sure that the old boys will finish on strongly here on this.
Distraction it was, Dom.
Exactly, JT. Now out of the centre. Mitch is in there, and our cameraman said even I saw that, and he should be concentrating on that little box in front of his eyes, not the other one. Not. Well, he was. All right.
We hope it was little.
Over the top. Oh, a big leap in front. Old Melburnians, though, really. Oh, it's a nice throw, too, out there.
Come on, North.
And they're dishing the ball around. They're running it in, and it's another one.
Hello.
Well.
A few changes, I think, on the bench. I wouldn't be surprised to see McAuliffe on in a minute, or Danny Kennedy. I'm not sure why they took Danny Kennedy off.
Well, certainly at this stage here, it's only the 11.5-minute mark of the last quarter. There's plenty of time left. And the Old Melburnians have replied with 3 goals after it looked like that North Old Boys' first goal for the quarter was absolutely going to seal the issue. However, a 17-point margin. There's no panicking yet in the commentary box. As it goes on the forward line, Carney's up. Can't take the mark, the Old Melburnian guys.
Come on, Dino!
Dean Goodyear takes a good grab.
Ripped. He's ripped this boy.
Running with the flow of the ball. Now, the call is get back in a hurry and go long to Chrissy Lambro. It's a nice kick, PK and Lambro. Lambro out the back, takes a big mark. That's been paid, Benny.
Oh, great mark. I was just about to compliment him on that mark, but really strong, just what you need at the end of the game. Big bloke. Should put it through, I think.
Yeah, well, he's got 2 sticks on his back and he wants to put the ball between the 2 sticks in front of him as well.
McAuliffe coming back on.
Yes, Tony McAuliffe, he can't get more possessions from the bench. Not a great kick by Lambro. Up they go. Who's down there? Captain Schmidt. What's neat? A good captain's goal here would just be nice as Smitty rips around. Oh, a bit long there for Peloso. And a good tackle. Oh, almost got him. And getting in front there is the Old Melburnians players, and they take the mark. Oh, and he's going to pay 25 metres, I think. He's certainly 15 metres, 25 metres. The umpire's giving them everything as they go up in the forward line, and they're loose again.
Sammy Zocco coming off.
Slamming Sammy not looking fit was the call as he comes off. And number 32 for Old Melburnians now has Webb, has a kick. It stays right. Up they go, and it's one behind. And that takes OMs on to 10-6-66. Still trailing North Old Boys, 12-10-82. 16 points of difference. Plenty of time left in this game. The Old Boys would want to... McAuliffe should have been given the free for that. Should have marked it. Up they go. A big punch up there by Jamie G. However, in there is all Old Melburnians at this stage. They make a fundamental error and Jones gets him down. It's called play on. Umpire giving the Old Boys nothing. And now it's a free kick to Old Melburnians. Well, I think the umpires must have had some money on this game. Mick, your comments?
No, I think they should have paid the first free kick. I mean, Tim Jones, perfect handball, perfect tackle. The bloke threw the ball away. The White Maggot didn't make a decision. GI, good mark, across to Pelosso. Chips to Jones. Jones in the centre there. Goes long. That's what we like. Gravina. Yes. Oh, we called it a bit early there. Because we had... Goes out towards centre wing. And Geary will watch the ball go out. Guarding his OM's opponent. 14 minutes and 43 seconds into the final quarter at Alstonwick Park A-grade reserve final. Gets it across. Dick Little. I'm being distracted by my fellow commentators here. Good tackle there. It's hard work there in the centre. North have got to put some more pressure on. Keep the pressure on. Wayne Ashton there in the half-back flank. Brazil there helping him, supporting. Good tackle there by Terry Fee. And Wayne Ashton, well played, son. Across to Tim Jones, he'll mark it for sure. In the back as a plus. Across to McAuliffe here, centre half forward. This time Macca. We'll ignore those comments. I'll have to abandon my post.
Attend to your family duties, Michael. Right, now Old Melburnians mounting another charge. Won't they enjoy that? But a mark in front. A mark in front there. That looks like Wayne Ashton again, figuring prominently in these final stages. Out to TJ, also getting into the action when it counts, JT.
Well, it's the money end of the season now, and you want your best players like TJ getting the ball, and he's just come up with the goods again, the young fella.
Right, young Haddad is in there, fighting hard, and sees the ball over the line, takes a bit of a tumble, and gets back into the play.
16 minutes gone in the last quarter.
Yes, there'd be 10 minutes left in this game, I'd say, Lightning.
Still 16 points of difference.
Right, now, the kick, North Old Boys. Probably need a goal just to take the pressure right off. Umpire not knowing what to call on that occasion. Commentators bamboozled on what to call as well. And it's going to be a throw-in by the looks of things. As the ball comes in over the top, Lambro using his bulk gets in there. Pelosso's in there hard. So is Geary, as ever reliable, in there hard again. And they go hard there. Oh, and he's paid it holding the man by the looks of it. I didn't see that one, Benny, did you?
No, I think he's plucked that one again, but, you know, it's just a shit decision.
Exactly. Plucked it right out of you-know-where. Now, the kick goes up to the wing. Oh, a bit of a nudge out. Yeah, he'll pay that. Of course, it's Old Melburnians. And Big Rosie's going to take the kick, plus 25. Well, they really want to bring them back into the game, JT.
Well, you know, typical white maggots from the amateurs. That's all they do to North Old Boys.
Well, we're not bitching. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, no.
Now, Rosie kicks long. Up they go, Brazil. Oh, no, not paid. Called play on there. And too high. Oh,
Chris Lambrew coming off, had a great game, and I think it might be McElroy to come on.
Yep, Jamie McElroy, good man to have on the ground at this stage. Now Brazil.
The rubber man, he's played well, the rubber
takes the mark. Geez, the North Old Boys backline has played a very good game all day today, John.
They have played well, and so's the midfield. I've been very impressed with McAuliffe and Jones, who have got the ball down to the forwards very well.
Yeah. The forwards obviously have worked in spurts, but at this stage their spurting has been sufficient. Benny, what brings a smile on your face?
Yeah, exactly. They've just gone in bursts.
Yeah, thank you, Betty. And over the top they go.
I thought it was a bit stiff to come off earlier, but because he was having a few kicks, but He'll have a go at these, Mick. Might even be a torpy.
He has a go at them, all right, Johnny.
Yes, I think young boy won't get the distance here. Yes, as it's shown, he hasn't.
Oh, PK almost brought down, almost a tackle there by Peloso, and a clearing kick by old Melburnians. They do it so well. Now, Grecian gets the ball over the top there. Number 21 can't quite take it on the first effort. Now has a kick into the centre. Fee, oh, Terry Fee over the back, not quite. Somebody's down for North Old Boys. That means we're a player short in that area.
There goes a lovely trainer there for you.
And Jody sprints out to attend.
Do you think those pants fit her?
Oh, we'll leave it. Don't worry. Don't talk about. Oh, that's a flying shot, and that's another goal. That's a goal. The old Melburnians, and a North Old Boy is down.
Danny Kennedy's walking on.
Danny Kennedy looks like he's warming up to come on. And who's that down?
I can't.
Goodyear?
Rod Gale.
Rod Gale. Well, 10 points the difference. 19 minutes and
come off. He doesn't want to come off.
19 minutes and 23 seconds.
Great courage from the young man there. He doesn't want to come off. But I think he's gone.
Yep, no, Pearlie O'Connor's gone up and picked him up and dragged him off. Now, old Melburnians are going forward again. As they, are they going in there again? A clearing kick there out of the middle. Oh, no, it goes straight to number 12, Huey. They probably could do with a goal. That looked like a throw for mine. Brazil, great work. This is
the turning point, I think.
That could be. In there on the forward line, Carney not quite able to take it. Mitch knocks it out. Coming through is PK. Whoa, he's tackled without the ball, umpire.
Give it.
McCormack trying everything. And he'll get, well,
Should have given it.
he should have given it the first one, but I thought there was a free there for North earlier than that. They're fighting hard, old Melburnians. Mick Lynch.
Yeah, gutsy performance, showing a bit of heart. Really seen from a public schoolboy side. Call a spade, Mole. Here we go. Over the top. We're dependent on a North Old Boy victory here. Centering kick. Up high. Oh, it's a mark. To Danny Kennedy, I believe. In the back pocket for North Old Boys.
White maggot wouldn't give him 25.
No. Kennedy goes out towards centre wing. Good mark. Richard Dick Gale across to Brazil. Running player. Geary, I believe. Shown plenty of strength all day today. Good mark at half back, 21-minute mark. We are watching the clock. We've got sweaty palms. Well, he's tall enough. If Dom Perone was that tall, he'd be playing AFL.
Probably right.
Over the top by... Oh, come on. Macca go. It's 2 against 1 here in the... It's an OM's mark in the goal square. .51 for OMs.
51 for OM, Johnny.
Oh, that man again. He'll convert. Experienced footballer, Maranovic. Well, we have got a game on our hands now, a real contest. OMs 12-6-78. Just trail North Old Boys 12-10-82. Classic contest here at Elstonwick Park. Two very determined sides.
The last time these two teams met, it was a draw. So, again, we've got another close contest.
Yes, indeed, Lightning Ben. Well, the Old Boys have really got a game on their hands now to win this one.
What happens if there is a draw, Dom? What's the ruling on that?
I think it's extra time.
Is it extra time? Are they back in next week?
In the reserves, or maybe it could be back here next week.
I think they go over to the Wonder Castle over there and they beat the crap out of one another. Whoever's standing.
Right. Now, OMs have got a kick and they've got their tails up. Now, they're running wide.
Big fella.
They're looking there for the big fella. He almost took that one. Oh, coming through, Danny Kennedy. Not given a free kick. Now, another long kick high into the forward line. And it's a grab. It's a grab by 28. Someone's been reported. The umpires... Now what's happening? Now there's a time on obviously has been blown.
Get your runner out there, David. Give a message to your players.
They've called for someone to come out.
There must be someone bleeding. I think the rule is you have to stop the bleeding, contain it, or get off.
Well, he can't